I've thoroughly enjoyed myself reading the comic Modesty Blaise and the two short stories Traitor and The Vikings. Hi, I'm Annie and it is Thursday. This means it is Eurocomic Thursday. Every Thursday I talk about a European comic or graphic novel. And as it is also Filmtastic February, this is a reading event that I am hosting and that is all about film and film-related fiction and non-fiction. So I read Modesty Blaise, as there is also a Modesty Blaise film adaptation. And I've also watched that, so you don't have to. But I really enjoyed myself with this British comic that was first published. The first album that was published was in the first American edition series, and that has these two short stories in it. These stories were written by Peter O'Donnell and drawn by Jim Holdaway. Modesty Blaise is a young woman who has a criminal past, but she has put her criminal past behind her and she directs her talents to more legal activities. But still, she is no kitten to be touched without gloves. She knows how to deal with her enemies and she knows how to deal with criminals as well. The short story Top Traitor is about a secret agent that has gone missing, and some secret papers are missing as well. So is he a traitor or isn't he? Well, Modesty Blaise and her sidekick Willie Garvin don't think so, and they are determined to get to the bottom of it. And this leads to some dangerous undertakings. The story has a bit of a slow start, but after 17 pages in, the pace picks up and there is plenty of action and suspense to be enjoyed, to read. And that is highly entertaining. I found this highly entertaining. The second story, The Vikings, is all about a band of thieves who dress up as Vikings and go robbing people all over the world. And a former employee of Modesty Blaise is up to his neck in it. And Modesty and Willie take it upon themselves to get him out of trouble. If he wants it or not, they get to the bottom of what's going on and beat these band of thieves and their leader. I think both short stories are very, very well written, and the drawings by Jim Holdaway, I think they are just excellent. Look at these. These are just... Look at the action in these scenes. They are just excellent. And I can highly recommend these Modesty Blaise comics. The Modesty Blaise comics were first published in the London Evening Standard, and that was back in 1963. I think May of that year that they started publishing the Modesty Blaise stories. But if I remember correctly, it was only till the 1970s that these stories were published in album format. In 1966, there was a Modesty Blaise film made, which was loosely based on the Modesty Blaise character of the comics. And to be honest, I must say it isn't all that good. It's a comedy thriller with Monica Vitti as Modesty Blaise, Terence Stamp as Willie Garvin, and Dirk Bogarde as the honor of playing the villain. And as I said, it is very loosely based on the comics. The acting is a bit overacted. I don't really have a problem with it. The acting was reasonably okay. Overacting in the 1960s in these type of comedies was common, was more often used, so I have no problem with that whatsoever. But the pace of this 2-hour-long film is slow. Really, I think they could have easily cut 30 or even 45 minutes out of this film without and even come up with a coherent story as well. So in the cutting room, they should have been more critical and more drastic, in my opinion. The action scenes, they are not bad, but they don't really work in this film, as they don't add any suspense to it, as there is a lot of weird and annoying music used in these scenes, which I found more annoying. I can understand that it is meant to add to the comical aspect of it, but I just found it annoying most of the time anyway. I don't think the shooting script was very good to begin with, and probably the editing was to blame as well for the slow pace of this story, for this film. The jokes could have been fun, but they don't really work in this film. Like the next clip, that clip could have been funny were it a Monty Python sketch or in a Monty Python film, but here it just seems out of place. As I live in Amsterdam, I had fun seeing all the locations that were filmed in Amsterdam and all the scenes that take place. Although things like interior and exterior don't match, and things like the Haarlemmerstraat is a real existing street in Amsterdam, but the location they filmed the exterior of the building that's supposed to be in the Haarlemmerstraat isn't in the Haarlemmerstraat. But this is a common practice in films, so I didn't really mind it. But the costumes, they are such fun. I think that they are really, really excellent. So have you seen this film? What do you think of it? I think you can see it on YouTube, I think, or maybe on archive.org. I'm not sure. But if you have seen it, what did you think of this film? Do you agree with me? You can judge for yourself. There are 2 other Modesty Blaise films. One was a TV episode, a pilot that was filmed back in 1982. And there was a film, My Name is Modesty, which was released in 2003. I haven't seen these two Modesty Blaise films, so I'm curious if they are any better. I can't imagine they would be worse than the 1966 film. But have you seen any of these adaptations? Do let me know in the comments, but because I am really curious. I do hear there is a novelization of the 1966 film, and that is way much better than the film. So maybe I venture into reading that in the future. So have you read the Modesty Blaise comics, and what do you think of them? I can highly recommend the Modesty Blaise comics. They are such fun to read. I have a whole complete series of Modesty Blaise, so I will definitely read some more of that. As always, thanks for watching.